Navigating U.S. Customs for Aerospace and Defense Components. Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we will be diving deep into the topic of U.S. customs regulations for aerospace and defense components. As you may know, these industries play a critical role in national security and are subject to strict regulations to ensure the safety and compliance of these components. So, let's jump right in and explore the important aspects of customs brokerage, customs bond, and importer security filing, ISF, for aerospace and defense components. Customs brokerage for aerospace and defense components. When it comes to importing aerospace and defense components, customs brokerage services become crucial. A customs broker acts as an intermediary between importers and U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP. Their expertise and knowledge in customs regulations and procedures help importers navigate through the complex process of importing these components. Customs brokers assist in preparing the necessary documentation, such as the commercial invoice, packing list, and bill of lading. They also ensure that all import duties, taxes, and fees are paid, and that the necessary permits and licenses are obtained. By utilizing the services of a customs broker, importers can streamline their import process and ensure compliance with all customs regulations. Customs bond requirement. One important requirement for importers of aerospace and defense components is the customs bond. A customs bond is a financial guarantee that ensures the payment of import duties, taxes, and fees to the CBP. The bond acts as a form of security, protecting the government's revenue and ensuring compliance with customs regulations. Importers have two options when it comes to obtaining a customs bond: a single-entry bond or a continuous bond. A single-entry bond covers a specific import transaction, while a continuous bond is valid for 1 year and covers multiple transactions. The choice between the two depends on the frequency and volume of imports. It's important to note that the amount of the customs bond is determined by the CBP, based on the importer's previous import history and the value of the imported goods. The bond amount should be sufficient to cover the potential duty, tax, and fee liability for the importer. Importer security filing, ISF, for aerospace and defense components. Another key aspect to consider when importing aerospace and defense components is the importer security filing, ISF. The ISF is a requirement by the CBP to collect data on cargo shipments arriving in the United States. It enhances supply chain security and allows the CBP to assess and mitigate any risks associated with these shipments. The ISF must be submitted by importers or their authorized agents at least 24 hours prior to the departure of the vessel from the foreign port. It includes critical information, such as the buyer and seller information, descriptions of the goods, harmonized system codes, and consignee information. Accuracy and timeliness in completing the ISF are crucial to avoid penalties and delays in the clearance process. It is also important to note that the ISF is separate from the customs entry. While the ISF focuses on security-related information, the customs entry is a comprehensive declaration of the imported goods, their value, and the applicable duties and taxes. As we conclude this video on U.S. customs regulations for aerospace and defense components, we hope that you have gained a better understanding of the role of customs brokerage, the customs bond requirement, and importer security filing, ISF, in the import process. Remember, these regulations exist to ensure the safety, compliance, and security of these critical components. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe to our channel to stay updated on future videos. We look forward to bringing you more engaging and insightful content related to international trade. This tutorial is independent and not affiliated with any U.S. governmental entities. This video is for educational purposes only.